Hello everybody and welcome to episode 11 in my Frostpunk campaign Let's Play for the New Home scenario on hard difficulty. Now I missed a couple of episodes worth of uploads, so apologies for that. I went home to Ireland for a quick Christmas, an early Christmas, and that's all over and done with. I'm back now, so there shouldn't be any more interruptions, at least not for this series, for the foreseeable future. Because I missed a couple of days, you guys would have missed a couple of days as well, at least if you're watching this as they come out. So I thought I'd do a quick roundup, catch up, take stock of the situation, so we can kind of catch everyone up on what's going on and what challenges we face as we go on into negative 80 degrees and beyond. So right now, we have at least in this story scenario, we have the refugees approaching, right? So we're after... One of the groups arrived and said, there's doom on the horizon, there's big problems, we're all fleeing, there's no way we'd survive, and luckily we came by your city. So we took them in. Then they said, oh, there's another group behind us, you have to go out and meet them. So we went out, sent some scouts out, and found them. They said that they're running from a massive cataclysmic storm, blizzard that's approaching, and that, you know, they would never have survived in their own area. So that's kind of a scary thing, but we managed to bring them back, and that was 70 people. There's 2 more waves of that, apparently, so we're on wave 1 out of 3. That's completed. We're about to arrive, our scouts, we sent them back out to arrive at the next batch of refugees, which we can also see is 70 again, but this time made up of 42 workers and 28 children. So we're going to attempt to bring everyone back and, you know, take care of them, essentially. Now, the issues with this is, you know, some of them are arriving hungry, some might arrive sick. We need to provide houses for them. We need to then, space for them to live. We need to make sure it's heated. They need to consume food. So we have it's a challenge to take on so many people in such a rapid succession because they arrive a little bit sick, sometimes anyway, the last group did. That means they're not going to even, it's not like we take in the people and they immediately work, you know, to provide their own housing and all that. You always have to have it ready for when they're there and have the food ready for when they're there because they arrive hungry. So it's not as easy as it might seem. They don't take care of themselves for a while. It's like each group might take care of the next group in a way. So, on top of that, if we have a look at the Frostland, we of course have our 2 outposts. We have the fishing village delivering 100 food every day, and then we have the icebound dreadnought which delivers 100 steel every day. So outpost groups travel to and from our city every single day, carrying that stuff back. So that's a great income source for us. And then we're at the moment, our other scouting party is out to search the wrecked vehicle, which as far as I can tell is the last thing that we can find. It might open up and we might find some more stuff beyond it, but I feel like we found quite a lot in this area, so I don't know if any more stuff is going to appear. So we're heading out to that, see if we can find some stuff there. And that's I think that's essentially it. So let's do a little threat assessment and see where do we need to be focusing our resources right now. What's the big issue? So coal is actually really good because we set up 2 steam coal mines here, and then another one out here. So these each take 2 steam cores each. So that's 6 steam cores just on that, and then we have 3 automatons working them. So that's another 3 steam cores. So a big portion of our steam cores has gone to coal production, which is greatly. I mean, it's awesome. We're not in any threat of running out of coal, at least not right now, and we're storing like a huge amount of it each night, even during the night when we're not working. Then we have 2 steam coal thumpers. Or just coal thumpers. There's steam coal thumpers as well. And a bunch of gathering posts around that, just picking up all that coal, storing it as much as we can for later. So at the moment, we have 3 hungry and 57 sick. So, you know, with 5 infirmaries, that's 50 people that we can take care of. And then I think we have 3 medical posts, which is 5 each, so that's 65. So we can take care of 65 people, but 57 are currently being treated. And if we had a look, 6 hours, 12 hours, going to treatment, you know, these are fresh, at least in there. A little less fresh in there, but still kind of fresh. So it seems like, yeah, a lot of people have just recently gotten ill. So that's going to be a bit of a strain on our economy. So the 2 things that I foresee being the biggest struggle for us right now would be wood and food. Because we're going to be taking on so many people, we need to build up their houses, and then we need to feed them all. And the cookhouse, we might not even be able to have just one cookhouse anymore. Because I feel like food production, for the amount of people we're going to take on, if we take on another 70, we're over 500. And presumably another 70 after that, we might be up to 600. That's a lot of mouths to feed with just one building. Like, just the literal processing rate of creating food, even if we have enough, would be a bit too slow for it. So we'll think about that. I'm not going to build it until I can measure it a bit. And that's pretty much the entire situation right now. I might put some people on this watchtower and turn that on. See, now as it's heated, we have a new heater out here. So yeah, so let's just take stock. 100 steel coming in, 42 and 28. So they're arriving in 13 hours. That might actually speed up when the scouts arrive to them. I don't know. And then this guy is carrying 105 steel and 82 food. That's heading out to the wrecked vehicle right now. Okay, so just to get you familiar with the layout of the city, we have. I'll keep the camera usually pointing this way. We are currently. Oh yeah, so we have 5 infirmaries here. A couple other ones sparsely, placed around the city in random places. Then we've got a bunch of houses. Almost everything is a bunkhouse right now, so that's pretty good. The heating at the moment is chilly. We have the generator off though, or the overdrive off, I should say. So if we overdrive them, we'll go up another level and that'll be okay. But right now we're keeping the overdrive off during the night, and then during the day when they go out to work, we'll stick the overdrive on so that in their different workplaces they're still pretty warm. And I think that's pretty much it. We're about to finish a research right now, which is flying hunters, which will help take care of our food. I'm not sure how much it costs to actually build that building. 40 and 40. So it is a considerable amount to just build a hunter's hangar. But they do bring back way more food than the regulars. These bring back 18. I think these bring back 26, was it? 26 raw food per day. So we'll build a couple of them, because we now have, the good thing about all this is that we have a ton of workforce that we can assign to different things. So we'll get a couple of those up and running. We might even replace these ones, which might be a bit more efficient, because at the moment we have 4 hunters' huts, and then we're just relying on a hothouse, and then we're relying on 100 food being delivered every day. But we need to stockpile it. Anyway, so let's let time play. I'm just going to let it play on pretty slow speed for now, just as we take stock of everything. And the music is very dramatic. Clarence Hart. It's going to be hard to find the patrons now because there's so many people. Alright, Flying Hunters Research. Awesome. So let's figure out what we want to get next. I had a quick look at this in between episodes thinking, what am I going to focus on? And I think I've made the decision that I'm going to go with the wall drill, because it seems like, to me, that the income of wood just is not enough. We don't have automatons on wood, so we're only getting it during the day. Houses take wood. Housing upgrades take wood. Technologies cost wood, so I feel like wood is just so low right now. We need to figure that out. Overdrive couplings was something that I really thought we should go for, but I'm less and less inclined to do so, just because it's such a finite thing. It's yeah, you heat people up to heat zones, but it's only temporary, so I just don't think it's that worth it. But maybe in future. But right now, like I said, I think I'm going to go wall drill, and then maybe houses. Houses, they upgrade to bunkhouses, so it's just another base heating level higher. So let's go wall drill. Cost of steam core. We've only got 1 steam core left, but it'll make up to 136 wood per standard day. Let's compare that to the steam sawmill. Is the steam sawmill here? Oh yeah, here. Sorry. 100 wood per standard workday. But this can be manned. Well, anything can be manned by an automaton, but this is just. It makes more, and it's built into the. It can be built on the outskirts of the city. It doesn't take up territory. The thing is, this has a finite amount of resources, right? You will run out of wood on the ground eventually, but here, it's infinite. All right, let's get it. All right, we're off. Let's keep it on 2 speed for now. 3 hours, 1 hour. Okay, so what was that? Oh, our scouts have arrived at the people coming back, so they're escorting them now. 6 hours to go. That did speed up, didn't it? I feel like it did. Maybe I'm wrong, but I feel like it did. So this is this is free time. It's 9 p.m. coming up to 10 p.m. Things are looking all right. I'm tempted to get another resource depot soon as well, because coal is just filling up so rapidly, which is a great problem to have. So the automaton. Oh, so we do have an automaton working wood during the night. I see. I thought we didn't. I thought he was working steel. But that makes sense. Steel is frozen, and wood is moving up. Yeah, okay. We're down to 46 sick people now, so that's a little bit better. Places are chilly. We'll give them a bump during the workday. I think is the best time to do it. Alright, we just got a bunch more sick people. Scouts have reached the wrecked vehicle. Alright, let's check out what's going on. We found the wreck of some sort of vehicle. We can salvage parts from it. Coal and steel. Hidden supplies. Whilst disassembling the wreck to salvage what we could find from it, or what we could from it, we found a hidden cache of supplies, or hidden cache. Alright, cool. 136 coal, 86 steel. The steel will help. Coal we don't really actually need that much. And we didn't find any more locations, so that seems to be it. So let's head back. Okay, the next group that are arriving are the food. Something I'm going to do actually with the hothouse to test this out is stick these on the early shift, which will raise discontent a bit. Discontent is kind of high. It'll fall a lot if we open up the prison, but what we had a problem with the prison last time was people who get sick in there don't get treated. So it's a bit of an issue having a prison, because you're just like, oh, if they die, they die. I don't really want that. Right, so we just hit our capacity for sick people, which is a bit of a concern. And we need to build new houses. $70 people coming in. Let's check how many houses we have currently. We have 47, so up to 470 people. So 9 people have vacant. So there's 9 vacant beds, as it says. All right, cool. Well, then we need a lot more. 3 there. 2 there. All right, we'll build out those. So that's 3, 4, 5. So we should be able to house 59 of those 70 people. We'll need another 2 houses if we want to get everybody. Refugees from Frostland, the second wave. Another huge group of refugees have arrived. They're in even worse condition than the previous one, many of them victims of frostbite. They all talk about a huge storm coming from the south. Nansen led us north because his years exploring the Arctic taught him to survive here using natural resources. Nobody could have guessed what was coming though. Should we let them in? Everyone's welcome. Only the healthy ones, or send them on their way. Now we'll let them in. 70 people, 25 of them ill, 25 gravely will enter our city. Discontent will rise. Bring them in. They got here a bit quicker than I thought. Well, makes sense, I guess. I hope we won't regret it. Alright, let's head back out. There's the next group. Let's go out and meet them. 1 day and 8 hours to go. At least make yourselves useful. Get to work! Oh my god, we're after taking on 80 sick? Or we have 80 sick people that aren't being treated? Okay, that's a huge issue. What we're gonna need then is more medical bays. I can't afford new infirmaries. We need the wall drill. We need the steam core for the wall drill, but I might build extra medical tents on this second layer out here. So yeah, wood is the issue now. Big time. In fact, coal is so good right now. Let's take one of these guys off coal. One of the automatons. Take him off coal and then stick him on a steam sawmill. So that means 2 steam sawmills during the night. Yeah, I think we need it. Okay. And then we're building up all these new houses. They're already been heated, so this area is all fine. $25 wood for every sick bay. Let's get another one. Alright, there we go. Homeless are down to 41. 31. Awesome. Okay, cool. I love that the houses connect. It looks so nice. 82 sick people. We've got a real problem on our hands. This is a lot. Dean Palmer. How does Dean Palmer not have a house? One of our patrons from the very beginning of the game. How does it get into a situation where he's kicked out? Maybe he went to prison. I don't know. Alright, well, I don't know. Our lot will only improve if we stand behind our leader. I hope today's a good day, better than yesterday at least. Says Lucas Wren. All we can do is build as soon as we get the resources, like all we can do. So how much is another house? We need 2 more houses, right? Luckily steel isn't really a concern. And then we do have the engineers, right? Yeah, we seem to have plenty of engineers. 33. Obviously a lot of these people are sick though, so we have to take that into consideration. Alright, so we have this group here and this one here. So that's gonna help just a little bit. And I wonder what the child shelter situation is. Ah, so we are lacking. Not all kids are in child shelters right now. That's a bit of an issue as well. All right, we're getting through the sick. We're getting through them. They're taking the sick beds. Hopefully we've managed it, you know? Hopefully. Alright, it's work time, so we're going to slap on that overdrive. Make everywhere pretty much livable. And then the food is now being produced on an early shift. They have their heaters on. If we get actually 10 rations, I might give them a foreman, so they produce food even faster. I think they need it. But we're consuming it almost as fast as we can make it right now. We need just 10. We can't even produce 10. I'm looking at this number at the very top of the screen. There we go. Boom. So efficiency for 24 hours. Increased efficiency. Alright, we're up to 95 now. So we can get another bunkhouse. We'll just stick it in here for now. And then we can build more medical bays. I'm going to build, I don't know, 3? Maybe just 2, because we'll have to think about building the wall drill in a moment as well. How much is the wall drill, actually? We should check that out. Oh, it's only 20 wood. Gee, that's a bit ridiculous that you can build a wall drill for 20 wood, but okay. That's some good technology. Obviously, it costs the steam core as well, but, like, I would have assumed we need steel to make it. Because if I recall correctly, it has, like, a rail. It has, like, long railings that it... Anyway, it doesn't really matter. Okay, 50 sick not being treated. Wall drill is being finished. Oh yeah, we need to think of what else we want to get. I kind of forgot about that. We need 125 wood just to start getting the difference engine. What else could we be getting? Oh yeah, the house. Yeah, we'll get the house. Yeah. Alright, cool. And assign these people. Now, the automatons are getting wood during the day, which is not actually very effective. So we'll put this guy back on his coal and put people on this one. People will be more effective than the automatons. And then we have to consider building the wall drill, which is only 20 wood. There we go. So if we build it here, we're going to override a lot of the wood that we're going to be getting from the steam sawmill. So we'll just have to build it out here. And it's not heated, though. The reason I actually built that heater originally was so that eventually we'd have a wall drill here. But I'm just going to keep an automaton on this, I think. And just leave it out in the distance. Kind of the way we do with the... Oh, shit. We're out of even just the wood we need to build road out here. Oh, no, we got it. Kind of the way we do with the steam coal mines, you know. Coal mines are pretty much always just maintained by the automatons. And they've been doing great. We're up to nearly 7,000 coal. So this is fantastic. Now, coal is all well and good, but we need to keep ahead of our tech to actually get the, you know, range benefits and stuff that we'll need with the generator when things get a little colder. So we have a day and a half now to go for the temperature drop. A huge success. Oh yeah, the automaton guy. Sir, the automaton project is complete. Automatons can now be produced at a lower cost and used in medical facilities. We learned to modify the automatons with precision attachments, allowing them to work on the most fragile thing we know of, the human body. It also turns out we can remove some non-essential parts. Well done. Automatons can now be used at medical facilities. The cost of them are... Okay. The cost reduced by 5%. I mean, that's nice, I guess. It's pretty small. But we've already built all our automatons, so I don't know if we need it. It's a bit of a waste of a steam core, perhaps. Yeah. Oh well. It was worth doing, I think, but who knows? Maybe we'll... Well, there's nowhere else to search. I was going to say maybe we'd get more steam cores, but obviously we can't. Some people were saying in the comments that Tesla City provides a steam core supply, like through an outpost, where one gets delivered every day. That seems pretty damn powerful. But it is a risk whether or not it'll work when you try to get into Tesla City. So, who knows? Who knows if we made the right call there or not? Oh yeah, the Hunter's Hangar is done. So that's going to cost 40 wood and 40 steel. We can't build them either yet. Okay, it's all about the wood then right now. And we took care of the housing problem. We just still have some sick that we need to kind of get through. I'm going to build one more sick bay. Oh shit, let's cancel that. I don't know if it was covered by heat or not. No, it's not. That's a good call. I'll build it. Build it there. Alright, cool. Our house is looking pretty cool. Place is looking dense. And when is the next group arriving? 100 steel, 38, so 16 hours. It says 16 hours as they travel by themselves. We'll see if that changes really right before the guy gets there. The scouting party. Alright, speed it up. Might need to get a resource stockpile soon. Our steel is pretty full. Actually, I know what we can do. We have another wood stockpile here somewhere. There it is. Let's change that to steel. There we go. Alright, we're waiting for this road to be built. Do I have an automaton not doing anything? No, I don't. I've only got 4. 3 on coal and 1 on wood. Okay. I guess we could take this one off and put people on this then. And stick the automaton in there. Awesome. Alright, so that's our wall drill. I can't zoom any further over. But there it is. So the automaton should start producing and then we can... Yeah, I'm going to take an automaton off coal. Which seems like heresy, but I feel like we need the wood more than anything. And stick him on this instead. Alright, so steam sawmill is working, and now the wall drill will be working soon as well. Once he loads up his coal and heads over there. And we're just slightly losing coal, which is good. Oh, wow, look at the amount of food we produced. So we actually did produce more food that we could even... Yeah, there's only 14 hungry. Okay, we seem to be kind of on top of that. Let's turn off the overdrive during the night. So we're going to go down to cool, chilly. And we're about to get the housing upgrade tech. So now we're making a decent amount of wood and steel. Then I'm a little bit more confident in the fact that now we can start maybe upgrading the houses. Although the first things first after we get this tech is to go down the next tech level so we can get the generator power increase. And we're getting through the sick people. 23 people are sick, not being treated. 85R. I always thought... Not long ago, we had like, what, 10 sick people or something with our 5 infirmaries, and I was like, oh man, we can just disable all these, but damn did we. It's a good thing I left them up and running, because we took on so many sick. Never would have expected that. Alright, we're about to arrive home with 136 coal, 191 wood, and another extra 80 raw food. Our scouts are about to arrive back home. I don't know what I'm going to do with them, though, if I should disband them or send them... There's nowhere to send them. I might wait though, because we might get the next refugee group and we'll send them out to meet them, actually, yeah. Alright, so they've arrived back, so until we get like another refugee group, although I feel like we only need 1 then, don't we? Let's just leave them. There's no harm in leaving them, and we don't need the manpower, so let's just leave them for now. I wonder, are they gonna get sick though if they're sitting here? This place is like freezing, so I don't know if that's... We'll have to see. So oh yeah, shit, we need to build some houses. Forgot that. So 70 people are about to arrive, and what's our current housing situation? Yeah, they don't have any homes. Alright, so we need to do a big development project now. So we need to go like this, connect this out that way. We're going to build a new steam hub out this way. So this, basically, on our second layer of roading, we have steam hubs all along the way, heating the whole place, which is actually getting a little bit redundant. We could move these out further, because our generator heat level soon will be able to go up to level 3. And then it's like, well, we didn't need... So we could move these out eventually if we wanted to. We could dismantle and push them out, potentially. So anyway, we're going to do that. That's going to then get some... Let that play... The third wave, the third group of refugees is here. They're on the verge of collapse, exhausted by their journey and by tending to the gravely ill and injured with them. Their leader, Nansen, is not among them. We're evacuating everyone we can, but many stayed behind with those who were too ill to travel. Nansen amongst them. God have mercy on us all, the great frost is coming. Shall we let them in? Everyone is welcome. Everyone is welcome. 60 people. Oh no, only 60. I miscounted that. 50 of them gravely ill will enter. 50 of them gravely ill will enter our city. Bring them in. We're going to take on the load. Fuck that though. What the hell's going on? What looms ahead? Sir, now we can clearly see what the refugees were running from. The Great Frost is coming. We have to prepare. Our scientists say they can calculate the severity of the storm from observations. They just need a day or two to prepare their instruments and install them in the beacon. Well, fuck me. There it is. The Great Frost. So this is going to slowly encroach from this side, and I believe destroy everything in its path. So our steel will go offline before our food goes offline, which I guess is good. And what is this? Oh, look! We do have 3 new areas. The Ice Crevasse. So against the stark white... because those refugees said they left people behind, right? Rescue survivors. They all say rescue survivors, so it's more and more people. Okay, let's head to the furthest ones out. That seems to make the most sense. Alright, 2 scouting parties are going out to the Deep Hollow and to the Snow Burrows. And then we have the Ice Crevasse that we might be able to hit on the way back or something. It's only 3 areas, so it's not too much. We should be able to handle that. The storm and city readiness. This is the beginning of the end. The storm is coming, and when it reaches the city, there will be nothing more you can do but wait it out. The storm moves towards the city, destroying and killing everything on its way, including the outpost teams and scouts caught in the Frostland. It will bring with it extreme cold, which will render some facilities inoperative. The city has to be well prepared to survive this natural disaster. Yeah. Okay, well, it seems to have given us a secret temporary reprieve. Because we're going up to 50 degrees now, so we can turn off that... Is that overdrive off? Yeah, in fact, we can even turn down a heat level. Maybe not. We'll keep it on. We'll keep it on 3. We can burn it. Right, anyway, we need to now... I didn't know that was going to happen. That's awesome. So it just gives us a day of 50 degrees, and then we're going to go down to... Oh, so we're never going to hit 80. It's going to go back to 70. That's nice. So the 80 was just a feint. A feign, even. Sorry, feign. It was never going to happen. Alright, so there's the houses built. Once this gets done and the road gets done, that should be all good, and then we can fill in the inside. But this is an incredible amount of sick people right now. So we need even more sick bays. This is crazy. Although I've really not got the room for it. Alright, let's see how it goes. 69 hungry people, 51 homeless. We need child shelters as well, no doubt. We can maybe slot them in here, actually. I think they take up 2. Yeah, they could fit. They don't fit perfectly, but they could fit. That one fits so nicely, but it actually doesn't get any heat, which is a shame. Oh yeah, we could just build them that way as well. That's true. Okay, cool. I'll think about that. We'll have to see how many we need. So coal is still gaining during the night, even though one of our mines isn't even operational right now. So that's pretty good. We'll speed things up a little bit more. We have 100 food, 100 steel coming in. We're going to keep making those. Oh, there's the wall drill. Looks so cool. Yeah, see, I told you, it looks like making that out of 20 wood does not make any sense. There's tons of like rails and stuff. Nice. So that's essentially what it's supposed to be doing, is burrowing deep into the ice, as you can see, and then uncovering like, yeah, trees and logs, and then like railing them back out for us to use. So that's pretty cool. Good source of just wood every night. So what are we... The house is at 78%. Okay, cool. We won't survive this, says Elizabeth Hargrave. Not with that attitude. How will we manage against that monstrosity? It is pretty scary. Alright, let's keep moving. Keep moving on medium speed. How are the houses looking? Not too bad. Let's get some people treated. As long as they're just being taken care of, like in a sick bay, they're not going to like die, I think. So we just need to provide as many of those as we can. Although, so yeah, we're gonna need to go down to difference engine next, I think. And we didn't get the extra hunter buildings either. Alright, so that's 125 wood, so I can't really be building anything until we at least get that. Houses are all taken care of. One person is homeless, actually. The house is being researched. Alright, so difference engine is the next thing I think I'm going to get, because I want to get down into... Well, actually, it's not much for us in the heating category, but we'll need that before we go down to the bottom, which is definitely what we need. Generator power upgrade 3. We need that. Do we need the upgrade? The range? Not really. The coal mines, or the steam cores... What's it called? Steam hubs will take care of that. The stereoscopic lenses are there. I said that it wants us to research that. As part of the... to find out about the temperature drops? Yeah, I guess we should do that. Let's do that. How much is it? 100 wood and steel. Alright. There's a lot, but I feel like we have to do it. It does say that we have to do it, literally, down there, so... The house is ready now as well. Okay, cool. So, let's take the automaton off that. Let's get people back on the... steam sawmills. We should be making pretty good wood now, I think. Oh, the music. The music is so good. So next priority is getting the final group of houses up and running. We've no more people coming in until these guys reach extra areas. So we don't need too many more houses. We're going to need more resource depots. And then we're going to need those extra hunters' huts. What's happening here? Are they running out of... Oh yeah, we could turn this on and thump. They're running out of coal to gather. 20 hours, 19 hours, 20... God, they're all fresh. Oh my god, we have a real big sick problem right now. There's 95 people sick, 100 being treated. And we're almost out of engineers, like we're not even treating them anymore. I mean, I'm at my limit, guys, this is it. I mean, if people are gonna fall gravely ill and die, this is just the situation that's come to pass. God, they're all like one day. We must have gotten so many sick people during the night, which is crazy, because, like, look at the place. What more do you want of me? The place is, like, literally no chance of getting ill. Prevents getting ill, and then we have, like, 195 sick people? What a joke. What a damn joke. I feel like we so don't deserve that. There's a chance that nobody will get sick. Or nobody will die. There is a tiny chance. Because the thing is, in one day, we'll have processed about 100 people. So this next 100 will just come straight in. So there's a chance. Although the temperature's going to drop by 20 degrees again soon. Some people say, don't forget to build more watch... Oh yeah, I guess we could turn this one on now. Nobody's there to work it though. We're running out of people. Because we have 192 people sick, so that means having 129 down here just doesn't matter. They're all sick. At least we're feeding everyone, it seems. Not many hungry people. Alright, next things next is getting the hunters... Well, actually, I think we need to get the resource depot up next. And then we can also start building Hunter's Hangar. I'll build 2. That fit really nicely in there. Felt good. Alright. So, yeah, I don't know if we're going to have the manpower to actually get in them, but what we could do is just take people off the Hunter's Huts out here if we wanted to. And that's a slight increase in the amount of food we're taking in. We do seem to be on top of food, actually, to be honest. I mean, we have 595 people, though. 5 people are gravely ill. 1 person is homeless. Who's homeless? Ruth Booth. Ruth Booth. Let's build her a home. Alright. She gets a whole house to herself, which is pretty nice. Who's the 5 sick, the gravely ill? It looks like Charity Robinson, Simon Aitchison, and Lawrence Fodd. Elizabeth Howard, and Sam Brotherton. Sam Brotherton, I recognize the name. I don't know if there's much for me to do right now. Resources are being taken care of though pretty nicely. I'm quite happy about that. We're about to get the stereoscopic lenses. It's 4 p.m. coming up to 5. The factory's offline because, like I said, we have no more steam cores to make automatons, so we just don't need it. Discontent is kind of a little higher than I'd like, but I don't want to turn on the... Don't necessarily want to turn on the prison just for that. Just gotta have to hope that we can get through these people. I'll tell you what difference engine would be good to get. Is infirmary checklists. I believe that increases... It's like another 10% like faster at processing the sick. So that would have been actually pretty good to get. I don't know if we should have necessarily got stereoscopic lenses. It's probably just going to be like, oh, the temperature's going to drop. It's like, yeah, no shit. I kind of expect that. Alright, we got 2 more coal depots up and running. We could have another food rations one, actually. Yeah, that's probably a good idea. And then we have people that can be now assigned to this and to this. So that's 2 extra hunters' hangars that can go out tonight. What's the issue? More sick beds needed. Captain, some of our sick are concerned about the rising number of untreated. Asking you to address the problem. I'll open a new infirmary. There's no way I'm building one of those. I promise the sick will be treated. You have 3 days to admit 1/3 of the sick into treatment. I'm going to do that, I promise. I promise the sick will be treated. Because I'm confident that we're going to get through more of them than we're going to create sick people. Confident of that. Because look at the temperature. It has to happen. It has to happen. Provide treatment for people remaining. There's only 20 people remaining. Yeah, it looks like we'll handle that. Oh, there's the... Oh, that's so cool. Godspeed! Godspeed! I'd love it if you could just see them like floating up here. If we did the Ansel camera, I might be able to look up and see them. Alright, what's the situation? 94% for the technology. It's halted now until the morning. 68 people who are sick, 0 gravely. So all the gravely are straight in there being treated. So it seems like gravely ill isn't as bad as I thought it was. I thought gravely, once you're gravely ill, you never get treated. But it seems like they are. Person is terminally ill, but being treated. Yeah, so they seem like they can be okay. Pacifist warlord, there he is. Oh my god, the stress. Is there any laws we could enact? The fighting arena? I'm not gonna enact such barbarity. The care house. We haven't actually had anyone who needed it, which is amazing. And then hope and discontent are pretty good, so we don't need to do any of that stuff. What we could start doing now is preparing the houses. Upgrading, I should say. Although we need some... Yeah, we should be able to afford the next technology. So let's start building up houses. Just in preparation. Well, I'll wait. We could just store the... Yeah, we could store. Don't want to do it during the night when people actually need their houses. Healthcare promise fulfilled. Boom. Get wrecked. Look at how much hope we have. I didn't even need to promise that. We have so much hope. So much hope. So we're down to 47 sick. 105 being treated. I think we are getting through them faster than we're making them. I hope so. Anyway, we'll see in the morning. That's typically when we get that big influx. What's the situation? So our 2 transports are, so our scouts have almost arrived at the 2 locations. One's just arrived now, actually, at the Snow Burrows. The price of survival. All these people are deathly ill. It's a wonder that they're still alive. The Snow Burrows are only a little less freezing than the surrounding icy wasteland. They won't last a day if we don't take them right now to the city. Alright, we'll bring them back. 7 kids, 12 workers. Oh, it did open up another location. Camp Meteor. A number of tents and huts surround some steel framework. The camp seems to be abandoned. Oh, maybe we'll just get steel then. Okay. Alright, I look forward to getting this technology and seeing what happens. Wood seems to be pretty good now. Could always do with more resource depots, it seems. Again, good problem to have. Build 2 of those. There is a technology for getting a large resource depot, but I don't know what it costs to actually build it. Actually, I think it tells you, doesn't it? Or how much it stores. Extends our storage capacity for a chosen resource. I wonder how much bigger it is than a normal one, though. 150 wood and 75 steel just for one? It's probably massive. But you can still only choose one resource, so I don't know if it's that worth it. Maybe it would be, if it's like 10,000 or something, that would be pretty good for coal. And then you just use all the smaller ones for everything else. We're almost at 10,000 coal, which is kind of crazy. Oh my god, look at that. We just did it. We got through every sick person. Now that, well, I say that, no one who is sick isn't being treated right now. Although we're now taking people who are sick back. And only 12 hungry. Okay, we're on top of the game. We are on top of the game. Food is extremely low. Which is why we need those guys. Well, we have 2 new cabins out getting food. So, okay, well, we're on top of things. So, am I able to just straight up upgrade? I am. Interesting. Well, I'll wait till they get back and then we'll do the upgrade. Don't want to interrupt it or something. That would be a disaster. Oh, God. What now? Scouts have reached the deep hollow. The terrain drops suddenly here into a deep hollow. There are wounded people and dead bodies at its rocky bottom. Oh, God. Those people must have fallen into this hole while escaping the incoming storm. At least half of them didn't survive the crash, but it seems we could rescue the wounded. That is if we strap them to our sleds and bring them to our city quickly. Okay. Another 12, another 7. Bring them back. Bring them all back. I'm going to take care of everyone. Where's that oh my god. We don't have long left. We do not have long left for getting steel back. That's a scary thought. We have Camp Compass and Camp Meteor and Ice Crevasse. We'll send them back out there. I think I don't want my outposts to die, so I think I'll just tell them to go out one more time, and then that might be it. So that's going to be a risky one. Which one's the one? This is the steel guy. Damn, it happens to be the one that's further back. So he's going to arrive. We're going to send him right back out, and he has 1 day to get there and back, and then we'll say, look, stop. It's gone. It's too late. The dreadnoughts, you'll die. Alright, temperature's about to drop. Beacon stereoscopic lenses researched. So what's that done for me? I don't know. We'll find out, I'm sure. It might progress the story or something. Alright, we want to get this difference engine. There we go. Prepare for the storm, sir. The scientists could not believe their eyes. But they double and triple check their calculations. They say the strongest winds of the storm will cause the temperature to plummet beyond anything we've ever experienced before. Hunting will be impossible. The plants in the hothouse will freeze. Everyone left outside the city will perish. And so will we if we can't heat our homes properly. We have to prepare. Hope falls. Jesus. Oh my god. Recall all scouts and outpost teams. Oh my god. It's so scary. Rescue the survivors from the ice crevasse. Rescue the survivors from the snow burrows and the deep hollow. Research generator power upgrade 3 and research overdrive couplings. Food. Gather at least a week's worth of food. A total of 3,390 food rations. Fuck. It's not telling me when the storm hits though. It looks like we have a few days though. We have a few days. So 4,000 food? You can't see me right now. I'm just actually like holding my head in my hands, thinking of like what we're gonna do. This is so many people to try and look after. It's such a strain on food. Luckily, we've managed to get through a lot of sick people. Start dismantling some of these. These can be houses. Oh wait, we don't... Oh, we do have people coming in, so yeah, we might need them. Yeah. We're getting through the sick nicely, actually. Alright, let me just think. Everyone calm down and let me think. So these are working right now, which is good. Right? Yeah, they both are. Wall drill's doing its thing. It's disappointed we didn't get another steam core. I was really hoping we'd find just one more. We put all our eggs in one basket in terms of coal. Okay, well, it's all down to the scientists to just research as fast as they can. They're gonna get the difference engine. I was going to get the infirmary checklist, but maybe when we get difference engine, we could just go straight down to like automatic prototyping and try to get the power upgrades. Yeah, I don't know. Alright, let's keep it going anyway. Just have to react to stuff as it happens at the moment. Steel is a bit low. It's being worked during the day though, isn't it? Yeah. Alright. Kick that into overdrive. Just for a little while. Just during the workday. How many people are we coming back with? So there's 19 and 19. And how many houses do we have? We've only 9 free beds. And then we need to do those upgrades for housing. And child shelters. Oh god. Alright. 35 wood, 25 steel, but it's only a... Hang on, I remember seeing a tech that said it was cheaper to build the houses. This one, house redesign. Yes, okay. We'll wait for difference engine before we do any of the housing upgrades. We could build the child shelters though, I guess. And we do need some bunkhouses anyway. So let's get them. $10 hungry people is not too bad. But obviously we need to be stockpiling food. That's the issue. Alright. What's this automaton doing? It's idle. Hang on. No, no, no. No, no, no. There we go. Put it out here. That's a bit of a mistake. I think I'm confident in saying that we'll have enough coal. It's just everything else. It's just food, I guess. It's the other one. Alright, we're about to arrive back with those people and then immediately go out and find another group. Go to the camp. Go to Camp Meteor. So Camp Meteor is just for resources, it seems, because it said like you only want to rescue people from Ice Crevasse. So we'll go to Camp Meteor. Maybe if it is resources, we'll just go straight to Camp Compass and then come back. It's such a race against the clock. It doesn't seem to be advancing though right now, so maybe we're okay to keep getting that steel for a while. Ah, so tense. Alright, 78 people in care. I'm not sure what our potential capacity for care is right now. I think it's 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80. So I think we can take care of 80. It might be 85. I might have missed one. Oh yeah, there's one. 85. Alright, so if we wanted to raise hope, we could build the child shelters. But we don't necessarily need that right now. We're actually we just filled up on wood. Wow. So let's begin some upgrades then. If we filled up on it, we might as well. So 2 there. And then we'll start doing the upgrades of the food. So the hunter's hangars. Those are pretty high priority, actually, to get built. The difference engine is done. And then infirmary checklists, hunter's gear. How's that? So let's say hunter's gear. Flying hunter's gear. Thanks to better weapons and enhanced detection, hunters setting out from the hunter's hangar will return with more raw food from each hunt. Up to 41 per hunt. Oh my god, that's so useful. 15% faster healing. Houses cost 10 wood and 10 steel less. Definitely need that if we're going to do these upgrades. In fact, can we cancel that upgrade? Yeah, just cancel that, get our refunds, and we'll invest in that after. Overdrive is on right now, isn't it? Yeah. Okay. No more temperature drop though for a while, and then we get a temperature increase. So I think we're okay. We can handle 70 degrees, I think, as livable, and then it's only chilly when we're not overdriving. I wonder will the infirmary still work when the cold snap happens. Come on, get those buildings done. We need to send out the hunters. Scouts have returned safely to the city with 19 people. No homeless. Perfect. Alright, off the hunters are going. Off they go. That's so cool. I love it. They actually have different looking airships. Or blimps or whatever I don't know what you want to call them. This one's not taking off. Oh no. Maybe they didn't get going in time. Oh no, they're arriving now. Look at them go. That's so cool. They actually made multiple looking types of ships. Alright, we're almost at max capacity for wood. Again, which is awesome. But until we get this technology done, I don't necessarily want to be building more. Now, what's the deal with... We could afford even more of these hunters' hangars, I think. So let's get one... there's a depot here that's kind of blocking where I'd like to put them, to be honest. I don't know, let's just find a place for it. We can move it over to the other side. So 2 more. And then if we get that technology, which basically almost doubles the amount of food they take in, I think oh shit, I forgot to move this guy out. Head to the head to the ice crevasse. Take those people back. Alright, so survivors. There's only the survivors from the ice crevasse we have to get. Then we need the research generator power upgrade and overdrive couplings. We need 3390 food rationed at our current amount of people. And recall all the scouts. Okay. A runaway child. Sir, a man is here to see you. He says that his daughter ran away after the news of the storm spread. He wants to borrow a scout sled and go after her. She's a big girl, but she was always very impulsive and she scares easily, the father explains. I must find her before she's lost for good. She's all I have left. He'll die too, stop him, or equip him for the journey. Oh, I don't have the food rations. I would have let him go. What do you think he'd do if I ignore him? Probably try and steal food and go, I would imagine. I don't want to stop him. Damn, we'll have to just hit ignore. Hopefully we can get him some food tomorrow. And he'll ask again, or he'll just take the food. And we'll turn a blind eye. We could start producing soup, actually, to save up on food. It's tempting to do that. 4 people are starving. Yeah, it seems like we might need another cookhouse. Let's switch to soup. Switch to soup. Gotta do it. It's 4 a.m. I'm confident the starving people will be fed in the morning. Some people are still gravely ill, but they're all being treated. Oh, I love these buildings. They're so cool. They've got little red lights on them as well. To guide them back in, I guess. I'll have to turn off the overdrive soon as well. Might turn it off now. How will we manage against that monstrosity? So scary. Just looming over us like that. Alright, let's keep going. 10,000 coal banked, 268 wood. We'll need to put more people on this when we get... We'll do it in the morning. Alright, yeah, we fed the sick. Or the starving, I should say. Don't seem to have taken on a bunch more sick people, so that's good. I wonder how the sawmills are doing, actually. So what's left here? 700 wood. 300 wood. So as soon as this tech finishes, then we're going to do a massive housing upgrade everywhere. So that when the overdrive... Let's turn the overdrive back on. So when the overdrive goes off, we'll start upgrading all the houses, and that will give us our extra heating level. So it'll be like nothing ever changed. Work time.
No time to waste. We've got work to do.
These guys are about to arrive with their 100 food. 100 steel's coming back in. And the hunters are arriving. So cool. I love that. That'll never get old. 26 food. Yeah, food is arriving in huge amounts. Oh, we're at full stockpile for wood. Can I change this? Yeah, it seems like we got away with that. Okay, cool. So we're storing more wood now. Just want to wait till we get to 100%. Then we'll spend all of that wood. It won't be an issue. Generator level critical. Okay. What are we on? 90%? That's alright. It's fine. Imagine that. After all this, it just blows up and that's how I lose. Bring it to 95. Alright. Oh my god. Such a stressful game. But I think we're doing really well. I really do. I think we're doing really well. No one's died. Well, people have died. You know, let's not forget Haxo and Cotton. But and then the 5 people that we kind of they died in an accident. That was their fault, as far as I'm concerned. We just didn't tell the people about it. They're off on an expedition. They'll be back one day. So 7 people, I guess, total have died in my game. In this game, not a bad run, I think, so far. What do we need now? We have the rations. I wonder will that guy take them and leave, or if we're gonna find out from him again. Kind of want the foreman to be working the food. House redesign done. Okay, cool. So now houses are going to be much cheaper to upgrade. So let's get going. Let's get cracking. Do the full inner ring first so we can afford it, so why not? Then we'll start looking at the next technology. Infirmary checklist, get through the sick faster, or flying hunter's gear. I see that. I see you all looking at this, wanting me to get that. I can't. I need another steam core. Can't get another hothouse. Don't have the steam core. Sawmill range extension. It's actually not bad. We don't need it yet though. Gathering post installation. We don't need that either. Faster outpost teams. Additional scouts. Faster outpost team is not a bad idea, considering the gravity of the situation right now. How much is this going to be? 150 and 100, and then we can get the power upgrade. We don't need it yet. We really don't. So I think we're okay. Let's do... I think a bigger issue is the... Yeah, I might go faster outpost. It's either that or infirmary checklist or the food. We should start storing food. That seems to be the problem, right? So food. I think food's the right thing to get. So up to 41 raw food per day. This is 26. So we're going to get 15 more. So 15 more per evening. And we'll assign people to this, assign people to that, and away they go tomorrow to get a ton of food for us. And we definitely just need like more resource depots. It's crazy. I really should maybe get that. I might look it up on the wiki in between episodes to see how big is that resource depot. That's like the large one, because it costs a lot. So I'd like to know, you know, before we build it, how much it can actually store. Hope has fallen considerably because we're feeding them shit. And I say that actually, I ate soup today. It was pretty good. Soup during winter is like the best, so I don't know what they're complaining about. About to hit the max capacity on coal. Oh yeah, but I can change the wood one, can't I? Boop. There we go. Alright, things are going very, very nicely. Looks like we're going to rescue everyone as well. Seems like it anyway. And then we're going to arrive at Camp Meteor. Number of tents and huts surround some steel framework. Camp Compass is a small camp built around a large Arctic hut. It's inhabited. We saw movement during the day and lights at night. Oh, okay. So there's actually people at this one. Didn't realize that. The music is angrily stamping its feet about the storm that's approaching. No storm on the other side anyway. Looks like it's gonna just blow over us. So the houses have been upgraded. They look nice. They look nice. Let's check out the situation. Yes, yes. Alright, let's build a few more. Let's commission the building of the second ring. I built that one by mistake. Oh, so many. But it's actually really cheap now. It's not too bad. Let's see how much it is. So a house on its own would be 25 wood and 15 steel. So it's only 5 more wood and 5 more steel than a bunkhouse. So each one is only costing us 10 wood and 7 steel to upgrade. That's kind of annoying because it's a shame it's not a direct cost upgrade. We are paying a little bit more. How much would you get back if you dismantle? 15 and 8 steel. Okay, so yeah, no matter what, we can't. I was just thinking, is it better to dismantle? No, I don't think so. Anyway, I'm not going to do that math. It's fine. We'll just upgrade. Right, when we're done with this tier of housing, we'll call it for today's episode. Only 30 sick people now. It's excellent. Managed to take care of all those sick people. Although more are going to be arriving, right? Probably. When we get to those 2 camps. And we're storing food now. Packets of soup, I guess. I don't know how you store that necessarily, but there you go. Almost 500 food. Scouts have arrived at the ice crevasse. On the verge of death, these people are on their last legs. Despite taking shelter in an ice crevasse, many of them suffer from heavy frostbite and hypothermia. We can help them still if we act quickly and bring them to our city. They can't stand on their own. Some can hardly speak. Oh, we found another place, Camp Vulcan. I wonder if that's just going to go forever. Camp Vulcan. Several shacks stand at the foot of a small hill. We can see plenty of activity. Oh my god, there's just people everywhere. We're going to have a busy time out there. Alright, tier 2 of the housing is almost done. And that's it. Everyone has houses again. So, boom. We're heating ourselves slowly but surely out in a line. So we're going to go up to 60 degrees, negative 60, and then we're going to go back down to negative 70 on day 40. No blizzard signs yet. Alright, so that's going to be it for this episode. Storm is on its way, but it looks like we are handling things. We're going to keep these outposts going until it seems like this is actually moving. I don't know if it's moving yet. It might be. It's hard to tell. You know, typically when it moves, you can see things start to like freeze over, but the problem is the Icebound Dreadnought might be the first thing to freeze. Now, what would be great is if it froze before like in the middle of transit, right? So that if they were just on their way home and it froze, it's like, okay, we can't go back. It would suck if they happened to be there when it froze. That means they would die. Try to avoid that as much as I can. It looks like we're opening up new locations all the time now with random camps and people out in this kind of frozen wasteland out here. In terms of what's going on back home, food is obviously a big concern. Although I think we're ahead for tech and resources now. We pulled ourselves out. I think I identified wood being an issue pretty well. We have now nearly 12 Thaui coal. So as soon as we go up to generator power 3, we can just keep that on. I would imagine. Shouldn't be any issue. So that's going to be it. Thank you guys very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.